So let's take a look at the shared security model. And this is a very important concept to understand because it tells you what Oracle is responsible for and what you, the customer, are responsible for in terms of securing your workloads and data. So OCI is going to be responsible for all the managed software and services that they offer. So that could be compute, storage, databases, and networking. That is not the full spectrum of services, but those are the core four that I always say that is the ones that they are responsible for. Then you have your hardware and your global infrastructure. So the regions, they're responsible for the data centers that are in there. The availability domains, those are the data centers themselves. And then the physical security of those data centers. So, if it's hardware or if it's the location or the IT people that manage that infrastructure, OCI is going to take care of that for you. Now, as the customer, you are responsible for the configuration of managed services or third-party software. So if you are using a particular platform or application, or let's say you're creating new users and you're giving them permissions in IAM, it's your responsibility to configure those correctly. And if you make a misconfiguration, it's going to be on you. Then there's the configuration of the virtual infrastructure and systems. So this could be the virtual operating system that you have, the virtual networking that you have to configure, or the firewalls that you configure at your networking level. Then next we have security configuration of data. So if you have data, you have to decide whether you need to use client-side data encryption. A lot of cloud services will let you checkbox that on, and they might not be checkboxed on by default, so that's something you have to double check. Then there is server-side encryption. Then there is protecting your network traffic. So that is putting services in control or monitoring tools to make sure that you're monitoring the traffic that is going through your environment. And then last but not least, but the most important, is customer data. You're responsible for the customer data. So any data that you put on the platform, you have to make sure that it is secure. So that is the shared security model.